It's lunchtime and I'm going to make some cream of broccoli soup and then some leftover ribs from last night for lunch. It's simple. Dan from Home in the Sticks recently did a video about how to make rutabaga soup. I love rutabagas, but I also like all kinds of brassicas, like broccoli. Today I'm going to make some broccoli soup for lunch. The ingredients are simple. Butter and flour. I'm using 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour. I use that to make a roux. Now I make this in a single pot because I'm starting with broccoli that's already cooked. I use leftover vegetables. It makes a great way to use them up. I'm using 2 tablespoons of butter and melt that, and as it's melted I'll add in the flour. I'm going to make a roux. Now, I'm using a single pot today because the broccoli is already cooked. It's leftovers from last night's dinner. I ran out of chicken stock. I'm using this canned chicken stock as part of the soup. You want to be careful not to burn the butter. That's melted enough, I'm going to start adding the flour. We let the butter and flour cook for a few minutes until it starts to change color. That keeps the soup from having a flour taste. As you can see, it's bubbling up. A little bit more and I'll add in the stock. I whisk to incorporate the roux into the stock. You just have to be careful not to burn the roux on the bottom of the pot. I'll add an equal amount of milk to the stock. Now I'll add in the milk. This cools the soup down and slows the thickening. You want it to continue thickening, so you'll need to warm everything up. Keep stirring, you don't want the soup to burn. A watched pot never boils. And you really don't want this to boil, you do want it to get warm. So get it about to a simmer. The soup base is starting to thicken up nicely. So now it's time to add the broccoli. This is pre-cooked broccoli, and I'd guess we have a little more than a cup. Now, I'm going to use an immersion blender because it makes this process really easy and easy to clean up. Now let the soup heat up a little bit more because the broccoli was cold. It just came out of the refrigerator. And again, it's going to slow the cooking down, and that's all it takes. I want to make sure the soup is nice and warm. I'm going to taste the soup to see how it's doing. That's good. Well, I missed a piece of the broccoli stem. When I cook broccoli, I cut the florets off and then skin the piece of stem that's thicker. It's perfectly good to eat. And if you're buying broccoli, this reduces your cost to produce a nice serving. The soup is done. Start to finish, this soup took about 20 minutes to make. Would you like some sour cream in yours, Irene?
Yes, please.
We like sour cream in our broccoli soup. A nice dollop right on top.
I'll take the rest of that. It's really good.
Cream of broccoli soup and reheated ribs from last night. That's what's for lunch. Less than half an hour from start to finish.